Welcome to React Performance Mastery. I'm Alex.
And I'm Ben. Today, we're diving deep into a really crucial topic for every React developer.
Right.
We're making our applications not just functional, but truly fast and responsive.
Absolutely. I mean, we've all had that moment. You build a feature, maybe a data grade with a live search filter, and it works. But as you type, there's that tiny, frustrating lag with every single keystroke.
Yeah.
The UI just can't keep up.
That lag is the classic sign of a performance bottleneck.
Exactly.
It's often caused by what's called unnecessary re-renders. So, in simple terms, React it's working way too hard.
Yeah.
It's repainting parts of the screen that haven't actually changed. So, Alex, what's our first line of defense against this?
Okay, so we start with what I call the component first aid kit. React.memo, use callback, and use memo.
Okay.
Let's start with React.memo. Imagine it's like a smart bouncer at a club.
Right.
You wrap your component in it, and it just checks the props. If the props are identical to the last time, the bouncer says, you're good, go on through, and React skips the expensive re-render.
A huge win for efficiency. But there's a classic trap here.
Oh.
What happens when one of those props is a function?
Great question. If you define a function inside a parent component,
Right.
a brand new instance of that function is created every time the parent re-renders. So when it's passed as a prop, our smart bouncer sees a new function and just lets the re-render happen anyway.
Ah, okay.
That's where use callback becomes essential. It tells React, hey, this function's code hasn't changed. So give the child the exact same function instance as last time.
And to complete the trio, use memo does the same thing, but for the result of a calculation.
Yep.
It caches the outcome, so you don't rerun a heavy computation on every single render. But these are very focused, component level fixes.
Right.
What about when the whole application feels sluggish right from the start?
Now we're zooming out from a single component to the entire application's architecture. We're forcing the user to download your entire app's JavaScript all at once.
Yeah, the whole thing.
The solution is to serve it in pieces.
You're talking about code splitting.
Exactly.
Instead of delivering a 10-pound encyclopedia on page 1, you just give the user the single page they asked for. So how do we do that in React, Alex?
It's beautifully simple now with React.lazy and the suspense component.
Okay.
You can wrap any component, but especially page-level components for routing in React.lazy. This tells React only to fetch the code for that component when it's actually needed.
Wow.
And the suspense component is the placeholder. It lets you show a loading spinner so the user isn't just staring at a blank screen.
That's a massive improvement for that critical time to interactive metric.
Huge.
But React 18 took this philosophy of responsiveness to a whole new level with concurrent features. This is where React gets truly intelligent.
Okay.
Before, rendering was like a single lane road. If a big, slow truck gets on, everyone is stuck in traffic.
Okay, that's the render blocking problem we all hate. So concurrency is what, highway?
Exactly. A multi-lane highway with an express lane.
Okay.
React can start rendering a heavy, low-priority update, like filtering that huge data grid.
Right.
But if a high-priority event happens, like the user typing into the search box...
Right, the important stuff.
Exactly. React can actually pause the heavy task, rush the user input through the express lane to keep the UI snappy,
Wow.
and then resume the heavy task in the background.
And we, as developers, we get to be the traffic controllers with the use transition hook.
Yeah.
We can wrap our slow state update in start transition. We're basically telling React, hey, this part isn't urgent. Make sure the user's input feels instant first. It's a profound shift in building UIs that feel fluid.
It really is. But with all this power, memo, lazy, use transition, there's a risk, right? The temptation is to just optimize everything, which can really clutter the code. How do we stay disciplined?
We follow the golden rule: measure, don't guess.
Okay.
The React DevTools profiler is the most important tool in our kit. It's not about intuition, it's all about data.
Right.
The profiler records the user interaction, and it shows you a flame graph that visually pinpoints which components are re-rendering too often and taking the most time.
It's like a doctor's x-ray. It shows you exactly where the problem is,
Yeah.
so you can apply the right medicine instead of just guessing. So the ideal workflow is build your feature, identify a performance issue, use the profiler to diagnose the exact bottleneck,
Right.
and then you choose the right tool for the job.
That's the path to mastery.
Yeah.
From surgical component fixes with hooks, to architectural wins with code splitting, and finally to the intelligent scheduling of concurrency. It's a complete toolkit for building world-class user experiences.
Now, here's a question we'd like you, the listener, to think about.
Ooh, okay.
As we build more and more complex applications, how do we strike the right balance between writing simple, readable code first and proactively designing for performance from the very beginning?